What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Just here to briefly talk about some recent stuff, some techie stuff that just happened in the recent weeks. Um, Microsoft just had a partnership event of some sorts, I believe. I was keeping up. I didn't watch the event myself so much. I'm gonna probably check it out in a little while. But a lot of stuff just covering their next gen AI stuff like that, and all the partnerships and Chat GPT and all that stuff, Open AI and everything, and they probably had a major partnership with with another AI company as well, or acquired them and whatnot to bolster their AI technology and whatnot, innovations and everything. Um, so from like automation, from like auto industry to warehouse manufacturing, making those more efficient and allowing them to create more job growth and expand on products and things like that. And obviously, they talked a lot of stuff about like gaming and Xbox and AI coming to the next gen Xbox and what they're doing with AI and on the gaming and entertainment space and whatnot. So yeah, really cool stuff to that they were talking about. But yeah, in the background, really quick, just as I usually do, my Saturday streams. Been playing a lot of. Obviously, I've been always grind out. Excuse me. Diablo 4. This is season 10. They got the Chaos unique armor and stuff like that. I'm all decked out with Chaos uniques from 1 GA to 2 GA. Couple pieces of armor like two GA, 2 GA, or 2 star, if you will. And those chaos the Chaos armor is actually much more powerful than what the Mythic uniques are that have been around the game for since the launch and whatnot, a few years back or so. But yeah, season 10 is amazing. A lot of the stuff now, starting from season 10 moving forward, they're going to keep like these chaos rifts and things like that. They're going to be in the dungeons, like everything like they did last season, like some of the stuff, um, some of the dungeons and stuff like that. They kept into the game right now for season 10, and like what they're doing with season 10, like the chaos rifts and I believe the chaos armor, unique armor, along with mythic unique armor, that's here to stay moving forward. They already been talking about season 11 that'll be coming probably either I want to say end of mid late December, or they could probably even just push this season 10 to the remainder of the year and then start season 11 in January of next year, whatnot. But a lot of cool stuff. They're listening to a lot of fans, thank goodness. I mean, Diablo 4 is amazing, but a couple of things that a lot of people want. Obviously, when you have a live service dungeon crawler type of game like Diablo, you got to have tons and tons of end game content for everybody to enjoy and stuff and different events. So they've been doing that since last season, and this season's amazing. Even that much more on top of that. There's so much to do now in the end game stuff. Next year they're launching their next story expansion um, for the game and stuff since Vessel Hatred came out about a year or two ago now. This one's the next expansion is supposed to be a little bit larger than Vessel Hatred, or much more larger than the Vessel Hatred. Um, I thought Vessel Hatred was like pretty good pace and everything. Some people said they wished it, be a little bit longer than what and whatnot. But we'll see what they do. I think they'll find a middle ground there to like make it at least a good size expansion, but not too crazy or not too or not too small or anything like that. Obviously, going to introduce every season they're going to introduce new enemies, new bosses, new dungeons, new tiers, new pit features and stuff like that, new leveling systems, things like that, and whatnot. So yeah, really cool stuff coming to Diablo 4. And like I said, I've been enjoying the heck out of it. I've also been playing Keeper. I'm going to put a video up later on for that game that just came out from Double Fine, the makers of Brutal Legend, Day of the Tentacle, um, Grim Fandango, and obviously the big franchise you guys know, Psychonauts. So they're making the Keeper just came out. It's on Game Pass right now. Beautiful Unreal 5 engine game. Again, one of many Microsoft's first party studios that know how to use Unreal Engine 5 and make it phenomenal, amazing, high frame rate, high resolution games that are beautiful and work just very well. So um, really awesome stuff. So I've been playing that. Really beautiful puzzler game. Really great. There's like no words. It's just about this cool kick-ass looking lighthouse that has different like powers and has a bird with it that helps solve puzzles and stuff. Very relaxing and enjoyable game, obviously, and a lot of it's emotionally connects you and stuff like that as well to the characters in the game, and just a fun, amazing, bright game and stuff like that. A lot of traversal, a lot of cool different mechanics and stuff that we haven't seen in any game in any recent games and stuff like that. So really cool stuff. Hats off to Double Fine for that. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. So I'm playing Diablo 4 Season 10 Keeper right now. Excited for Ninja Gaiden 4 launching next week. Yeah, the official launch date is the 21st of next week, but If you look at the time zones, they're releasing it to everybody early on Game Pass, and if you're on Game Pass, Xbox Store, PC Game Pass, whatever it is, I'm on PC all the time. Like I said, so I got Game Pass Ultimate for PC and whatnot. Um, and so if you go to if you, it's going to release 8 o'clock at night on the 20th, so that's really awesome. So I'll start playthrough and then and make it like a video the next day or either that night or the next day to make a video like at least about an hour. Like I usually do like an hour, 2 hours video showing you like gameplay and stuff like that. How the games that I'm playing and stuff and how cool, amazing they look and everything. Just giving you gameplay videos and get people excited for next gen games and stuff like that as usual. Um, and then the 29th this month is Outer Worlds 2 for Microsoft's first party studios as well. Over there at Obsidian. I think it's Obsidian. Yeah, it is Obsidian. Okay. So I had to make sure I got the studio right. But that's going to be Unreal 5 engine as well. Um, Ninja Gaiden 4 is Unreal 5 engine as well. So a lot of Unreal 5 engine games coming out this month, next month. Um, and then after that, obviously we know the big behemoth, first person shooter, Call of Duty, the multi-billion dollar franchise. Black Ops 7 is going to be launching in November 14th. Outer Worlds 2, I did see that if you get the premium edition, so like if you have Game Pass Ultimate or PC Game Pass or Game Pass Premium, right? If you pay just 30 bucks, 20 or 30 bucks, I'm not sure, I didn't check the price, but it's usually about 30 bucks. You pay a difference, and then you get early access for, I think you get early access to 5 days early and stuff, early access for the game if you want to pay to jump in the game early and stuff. So those are always cool that they do that and stuff with their first party studios and games and whatnot. So, um, but yeah, so yeah, like that. So pretty much that's just kind of like just summing up the past week and whatnot, past couple weeks actually, the gaming and tech stuff. Um, but yeah, I was looking at some of the Microsoft event stuff. They're talking about the AI and everything like that, and what they're doing there, and how they're addressing like some of the security measures and stuff, and the great things about it. And at the same time, the warning signals to make sure you don't fall into make sure you know when you're using AI and stuff like that. Use it for productivity and stuff like that, and to be careful and mindful of like some of the few bad apples out there that they're working on to get rid of and stuff like that are misusing AI for goofy things on social media and stuff like that as well, obviously. Um, but yeah, for me, AI, I love it. It is the future of things. I mean, like you talk about like technology, how different eras we were in. Like the internet started in 1983. I said this in one of the last videos, I think, as well. So we had internet was really created in 1983, and then the World Wide Web, if you will, in the mid 90s and stuff, or AOL, whatnot, dial up, all that stuff. And then fast forward to now, we're sitting there with internet wise, and we're talking about fiber optics, and petabytes or more of information, whatnot, that different countries and our military sector are using things like that for them because consumers don't need that fast of internet. That's mostly for like big enterprise, commercial businesses, military, federal, state government sector, things like that. And then now we're in this AI software services era as well and stuff like that. And that's pretty much what's driving everything. It's everything software driven. Like yes, you still have hardware out there and stuff like that, but let's not kid ourselves where we think that a lot of the hardware is the main thing that's powering, for instance, like gaming. Software's powering gaming. Yes, you can have this big old 5090 graphics card, stuff like that. It's not really doing the full grunt of the work. A lot of things. A lot of things are software driven. That is driven by software anyway itself. When it comes to like upscaling and high frame rates, stuff like that. And you got the thing called multi-frame generation or fake frames, if you will. That's all generated and whatnot. You see the difference. You get more of a push of higher frame rate than what your monitor gives you. Basically, just making a much smoother gameplay, obviously, and whatnot. And then you have things like, just different various things like, the only thing physical I would say, even then, that's still kind of software driven with like the drivers and stuff, as it's always been for many years. It's like your RAM, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Processor speeds, stuff like that. Like the physical things, like on the CPU on the dies and stuff like that. Yes, I mean there are physical things and whatnot, but they're all software driven. Everything's software driven. Hardware is without software, hardware wouldn't be able to do much anything, right? So that's just the reality of that. But every device now you have is like pretty much an Xbox or a computer or a PC of some sort or hybrid, if you will, using Microsoft's patented HPU and MPU chipsets. The next gen Xbox hybrid is going to have Microsoft's next gen. AI and neural processing unit powering it as well for different features of the hardware. Excuse me. If they want to integrate the HPU chipset, they probably will. And if it's something they'll eventually use, who knows? We'll see. Um, but it's all based on what the consumer wants to use and whatnot. And then you got mixed reality headsets, you got virtual reality headsets. I mean, you got the big screen mode on like the Meta Quest glasses and stuff. Even before Meta Quest announced their stuff, you had Ray-Ban, Oakley, Rogue, using their OEMs like that devices. Those are going to become, obviously, if not already, become Xboxes and stuff where you have like really big screen mode and funny and stuff like that. So a lot of cool, interesting things that are coming out of this, in the tech industry and stuff in the gaming industry. And a lot of those OEM devices and stuff like that, and some of those AI tech talks were at this previous Microsoft event that just wrapped up yesterday, I believe it was, about almost a week longish. But yeah, they were just there. You can go look it up on Microsoft.com site. I didn't have the notes to cover some of the things they did. But I took a peep at it every once in a while in threads like updates and stuff, and then uh, s- you know, um, see what they're talking about, whatnot. Saw some YouTube videos here and there. Really cool, amazing stuff as always. And obviously they're promoting with the next Microsoft Ignite, which pretty much puts on the forefront of like these young, talented youths that are coming up with next gen inventions using Microsoft tech software and even coding and stuff like that, and like what they're doing in like the world of gaming, the world of robotics and things like that, where these young kids are coming up with like cool innovations that a lot of times from Microsoft Ignite, a lot of these big companies, give these kids scholarships and give them, or for give them a big incentive and whatnot, if you will, for those inventions and stuff, and allow them to have those patented and trademarked to those kids and part of Microsoft, and they can push the envelope to make those inventions even more enhanced or evolved, for whatever purposes, maybe the medical field, educational field, or gaming, entertainment, whatever it is. So a lot of cool stuff that they do there at Microsoft Ignite, and then we got Microsoft Inspire during the year, just like that, and Microsoft Build in the springtime and stuff like that. So a lot of cool events they show off and everything like that, and obviously their Surface events probably coming up here soon. They usually do their Surface event probably usually around this month or next month. We'll see what they do there. Samsung got an event. If not, if I don't know if the Samsung event already passed or not, but it's supposed to be already happened or it's coming up. They're talking about partnering with Microsoft, a lot of Microsoft devices as well, stuff, cloud stuff, AI stuff, things like that as well. In the Microsoft event, they talked about their partnership and NVIDIA's partnership with Microsoft and or vice versa, whatever it is. Those two are coming up together. They making the world. They talked about how they months ago when they showed it off, but how they're pushing even further and enhancing the Microsoft Microsoft and NVIDIA partnered the world's largest servers and stuff globally and whatnot. The fastest servers they created and whatnot in the world and stuff like that. Talk more about that, how that's powered by AI and like software and cloud and a lot of energy efficient stuff and whatnot. So a lot of cool stuff. And then home automation they talked about as well, and just other robotics and stuff. So yeah, so really cool stuff that just went on. But I don't want to take too much of your time on this beautiful Saturday in crisp fall season afternoon, come soon to be afternoon here. So yeah, I'm going to be more consistent with these videos. I've just been working on starting now. I'm gonna start working on getting my videos labeled like episode one, two, whatever, three, things like that. Not my previous videos, but I'll probably start labeling them probably when I do my video next Saturday, my live stream next Saturday. It'll probably be a little bit longer. I just made these last video and this video a little bit shorter than usual. Usually I like to go 25 to 30 minutes and just talk a bunch of tech, and I usually have like notes and stuff in the tech industry that people may or may not know about or to pay attention to and whatnot. Just talking fun things in tech and what's going on in the world of technology and how that's involved in obviously a lot of the tech's obviously going everything in the gaming industry is all tech based and whatnot. With Microsoft, obviously streaming services, cloud, hybrid hardware and stuff like that we're getting now. The Xbox ROG Ally, Asus Xbox ROG Ally X and S. I mean, and Ally X and the Ally, the Xbox based model. The handheld just launched the other. Was it? See, today's the 18th. It launched 2 days ago. So yeah, really cool stuff. Everybody's enjoying it. Everybody's getting used to the update. They have a lot of cool updates that they already announced for the weeks from now, months from now, and whatnot to even enhance those experiences and whatnot. Everybody's enjoying it. Really cool handheld device for those of you who are into handheld and stuff like that. Um, Straight competitor to the Nintendo Switch. Microsoft getting in the handheld market with their third-party partners as well. Their proprietary handheld will be out in 2027, I believe, is what they said. And then next year, we're going to start seeing Microsoft's next gen Xbox PC hybrids coming out for the next gen hardware of gaming and whatnot as well. Full on next gen PC with the Xbox logo on it, pretty much what we're looking at next year moving forward. And uh, lot of devices, lot of devices out there turning to Xboxes via Microsoft cloud gaming, AI, and Microsoft's partnerships with their own hardware and their third-party Windows PC hardware partners that make Windows PCs and stuff that are making their own variations of the Xbox PC hybrid. So really cool stuff. A lot of stuff going on in the game industry. A lot of games coming out for remainder of the year. Next year we have even a much more larger first party portfolio, as great as this year was with Microsoft's first party and tons of games to play and everything left, right, and center. Whether it be Microsoft's first party or third party partners or whatnot, plenty to play. Next year's going to be even bigger and larger moving forward for Microsoft with new hardware coming out. The 25th anniversary of Xbox and Halo, 20th anniversary of Gears of War. So Gears of War E-Day launching next year. The new Halo Unreal 5 engine multi-plat game, which is more likely to be multi-plat anyway. Rumored to be combat evolved in Unreal 5 engine with new features. That's launching next year to celebrate 25 years of Halo. And they're already working, and Halo Studios is also working on the next installment of the Halo franchise altogether and another spin-off game of Halo, which a lot of people want it to be like the what is it? I'm having a brain fart about this. The Flood. Yep, they wanted like a horror game Flood type of thing. So we'll see what they're making. We'll see what they announce next year and whatnot. Really exciting times. Halo rumor. So I think next week is when the Halo Championships are, the 25th or something like that. Or either next week, or the week after next. I can't remember when that is. I think it's next week. The Halo Major Championships in Texas are going to be happening, and they're going to show us the first look and gameplay and possible release window of the next gen Halo Unreal 5 engine game that's coming out. And whatever Halo Studios else is working on, so that's amazing stuff, exciting. And next year, we know we're getting Fable, Forza Horizon 6. Forza Horizon 6 is based in Japan, which is amazing with a lot of drift racing scene out there. And I'd imagine they're going to do like a lot of anime um, um, skins for cars and things like that, which is amazing. So that's exciting. Clockwork Revolution more likely coming out next year. I can imagine Microsoft's first party Blade game is coming out next year. Maybe we see more gameplay or even a release date for Microsoft and Hideo Kojima's first party exclusive game called OD or AKA Overdrive. So much to come out next year and whatnot. Obviously, we get updates and seasons and expansions for games like Microsoft Flight Simulator, Sea of Thieves, Minecraft, Diablo 4, um, plenty of others, and maybe a first look at the rumored Wolfenstein 3 that's possibly in the works and whatnot, and maybe Elder Scrolls 6 as well. So yeah, really a lot of amazing stuff coming out next year, and obviously a lot of indie Xbox games will be popping out as well in between all those launches and stuff, and third-party partnerships. What games are coming to Game Pass or shadow dropping the Game Pass, or just day and date Game Pass as well. So but anyway, that'll be it for me today. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and continue to support the channel and everything like that. And like I said, every Saturday I'm pushing to. I know kind of a little bit here and there, a little bit right now on Saturdays, but starting next Saturday, going to start labeling things. And try to get everything more on the cadence and just get labeling like episodes and whatnot as I go and stuff like that, and playing around with some more thumbnails, ideas and stuff like that. But it's it's in the works. By this time next year, um, it'll be a much bigger channel, whatnot as well, and potential more partnerships, and definitely looking into uh, I've been behind the scenes working on some other partnerships and whatnot stuff, so to help support the channel. So yeah, really cool stuff. A lot of things coming over the coming year and years and whatnot. I love what I do with this channel and whatnot, showing you an hour to 2 hours gameplay, recorded for Tuesdays and Thursdays. Throughout the week when I'm playing and stuff. When you first look at like what the gameplay is of certain games that you may or may not know about. Checking it out, just having fun times. Sharing my excitement for all these games and showing the gameplay and how these games look and feel and whatnot on a PC setup and everything like that as well. And optimizing them the best I can. I definitely want to upgrade at some point to a 5090 laptop. Since I've had this 3060 RTX laptop for a couple years now. It's almost time, pretty much, yeah, it is time for an upgrade, but this does what it needs to do, especially with the DLSS 4 via the NVIDIA app, optimizing my games to give me the best looking high frame rates that I want for games and stuff like that. So, continue to do well and stuff, 14 core, 28 thread processors, which is amazing. So, 16 gigs of RAM, DDR6 RAM. Reason why I definitely want to 30, not 30. I definitely want to upgrade to a 5090 to have at least more VRAM and stuff. Obviously get that 16 or 24 gigs of VRAM versus the 6 to 8 I'm working with right now and stuff like that, depending on the game I'm playing. So, but it works well enough, on a 1080p, 1440p, native 165 hertz screen. So yeah, it does the job what I want to do, but I definitely need to upgrade to a 240 hertz or higher laptop at 1440p or more, and newer graphics card and uh, with a higher, faster chipset. Obviously, more VRAM mostly. Definitely want to upgrade to have more VRAM so I can push games further, make them look to the higher fidelities and stuff like that, and not have to worry about okay, having it hit that red line, if you will, what these 3060s can only do and whatnot at the moment, but they do enough for gaming and whatnot. So I get the best out of it that I want, and games like Diablo 4, I'm hitting 1440p ray tracing on over 100 frames a second. My first person shooter game's hitting 165 frames a second at 1440p. So with ray tracing off, obviously, because you don't need ray tracing on when you play first person shooter. So it does enough what I want it to do. But eventually I'm gonna upgrade at some point next year. I'll definitely get that. Looking to get an Xbox PC hybrid when I can get around to that. When that launches, I mean, and we all get around to that and get that bad boy when it's ready to launch. So, or one of the very many variations of it, I should say. Yeah, really cool stuff. Enjoy the rest of your day, like I said. Have a fun Saturday. College football. About to watch some LSU Tigers get ready to beat down the Vanderbilt guys there. And yeah, exciting times. Anyway, stay blessed, guys, and thank you again for watching the channel. And I'll talk to you next time.